Hello students, in this video I am going to derive the relation between the current and the drift velocity. So if you haven't watched my previous video on drift velocity, please watch that because these things will be clear to you, because in this video I am just going to derive this relation. So if you want to know about the theoretical or the understanding of this topic of drift velocity, then you need to watch my previous video. Okay, so for this relation, for this thing, we consider a conductor. Okay, say a copper wire which is of length L. Okay, this is of length L. Okay and it has a cross section area A, and this has been connected with the battery so that a potential difference is applied to it, and it has some electric field. This is a battery here. Okay, so if we connect the battery here and potential difference is across the ends is developed here, so some current will also be produced, so current will be generated here. Okay, you know what happens, that in the presence of electric field there is a drift velocity. Okay, that I have told in the previous video. So and this drift velocity is in opposite direction to the electric field. Okay, and the direction of the current is from positive to negative side. Okay, so this will be like this to this. This is the direction of current. The conventional current is from the positive to negative direction. Okay, so we have considered here a conductor, length L and area this. So in this case, the volume of the conductor can be written as area multiplied by its length. So it is AL. V is equal to AL. So if N is the number density of electrons, what does the number density of electron means? It means the number of electrons per unit volume. Okay, so the number density is known, then we calculate then the total number of free electrons, okay, in conductor will be, total electrons will be equal to ALN. Okay, why? Because N means the number of electron per unit volume. Okay, and this term also represent the V. So V तो कैंसिल हो जाएगा, so हमारे पास ये जो टर्म आएगा वो नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ही देगा हमें. सो नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन को हम ALN से रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. एंड इफ वी नो द चार्ज ऑन each electron, and charge on each electron is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Okay, and it follows the electric charge is quantized. Okay, it follows the quantization. So the total charge would be equal to Ne. Okay, so N is the number of electron, and number of electron is nothing but ALN. Okay, don't get confused here. Okay, so this number of electron is equal to ALN. So ALNE will be the charge. Okay, charge means number of electron multiply by the electronic charge. So and this is the number of electrons that I have derived before. Number of electron is number density multiplied by volume. Number density is number of electron per unit volume. Okay, so we have got here the charge, and let the constant potential difference potential difference V be applied across the ends of the conductor, So if the potential difference is this, with the help of the battery we have applied some potential difference, so an electric field will be set up. Electric field will be set up across the conductor. Okay, and this electric field will be equal to V by L, and due to this electric field, the free electron present inside the conductor will begin to move with the drift velocity Vd, which I have shown in the direction opposite to the electric field. So the time taken by the electrons, taken by the free electrons to cross the conductor, that will be equal to, time is nothing but the distance divided by its velocity. A distance here is the length of the conductor L, and velocity here is the velocity which is acquired by the electrons due to the presence of electric field, that is the drift velocity. So time is T is equal to L by Vd. Okay, and we know that I is equal to Q by T. Current is rate of flow of charge. Okay, so Q by T, and Q is the charge we have calculated here as ALNE. So I will put here ALNE. Okay, and T is equal to L upon Vd. L upon Vd. So L cancels out. So we have got the relation I is equal to ANE Vd. This is the relation between the current I and the drift velocity, where the term A represents the area, N is the electron density, I is the electronic charge of an electron, Vd is the drift velocity. Okay, so in the previous video I derived the relation for the drift velocity. Drift velocity was E tau by m. Okay, so if we know the value of Vd, we can put here, so it will be ANE E tau by m. So it will be equal to ANE square tau E by m. Okay, so there also एक ये भी आ गया आपके पास रिलेशन. ओके, और एक चीज़ और मैंने बताई थी पिछली वीडियो में, ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी और इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का जो मोबिलिटी का रिलेशन बताया था. सो अगर आप Vd की वैल्यू ये पुट करोगे इसमें, ठीक है, अगर आप ये वाली वैल्यू पुट करते हो तो I इज इक्वल टू आएगा ANE म्यू E. सो ये सब क्यों बता रही हूँ कि ये भी हो सकता है, ये भी हो सकता है. ये ऐसे है कि अगर आपको कोई न्यूमेरिकल आ जाता है जहाँ पे आपको टॉ दिया हुआ, या अगर आपको कोई न्यूमेरिकल आता है जहाँ म्यू दिया हुआ है, तो आपको वहाँ पे ये रिलेशन यूज़ करने होंगे. सो अगर आपको ये पता होगा कि बेसिक रिलेशन क्या है करंट और ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी में, और ये वाले रिलेशन पता होंगे कि Vd का रिलेशन क्या है मोबिलिटी के साथ और रिलैक्सेशन टाइम के साथ, so you will be able to derive those relation and you will be able to apply these in the numerical. Okay, whatever is asked accordingly. So ये जो आपको डेरिवेशन है ये इम्पॉर्टेंट है, और जो इसका जो फाइनल रिजल्ट है ये इम्पॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है, न्यूमेरिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी, कंसेप्चुअल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आ जाते हैं इस पर कंसेप्चुअल टाइप से. ठीक है, कि अगर हम टॉ को बढ़ा रहे हैं या हम म्यू को बढ़ा रहे हैं तो करंट पे क्या फ़र्क पड़ेगा, कैसे फ़र्क पड़ेगा. ठीक है, तो इस तरह कंसेप्चुअल अगर आपको इक्वेशंस याद होंगी तो आप जल्दी कर लोगे. तो इक्वेशंस ये वैसे याद होनी चाहिए. डेरिवेशन भी न्यूमेरिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी आ सकता है, कंसेप्चुअल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी आ सकता है. ओके, सो अगर आपको कोई डाउट्स हैं तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में डाल दें. सो थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.